Hey YouTube, matches 860. Smoking the Friday Savinelli. Not really. YTPC Padre Piper, smoking the Sunday Graybo. This is actually a Royalton that I'm smoking. I'm going to tell you what I'm smoking in just a moment. But first I want to do a shout out to my good friend MGVSquared, who is hosting a video response right now. And the purpose of that response is to do your best matches 860 invitation. That was the best I can come up with. I know that's pretty lame, probably doesn't qualify me for much, but let me tell you this, friends. Go over to MGVSquared and give him a sub. This is a guy who's actually in my neck of the woods, and thanks to matches, he and I were able to meet in person. We enjoyed some food and some fellowship not too long ago, hoping to get together shortly for a pipe. So that's my shout out. Go ahead and give him a sub, why don't you? So what am I smoking in the Sunday Dr. Graybo? First of all, I wanted to talk to you about this pipe. This is a Royalton Bent Bulldog. And, Dr. Graybo is one of those sort of drugstore, over-the-counter, old-school brand pipes. I got to tell you, though, this Royalton line is unlike anything else, in my opinion, Graybo has produced, particularly these partially bent Bulldogs. I say particularly because I was so impressed with the Bulldog that I went ahead and bought a second Royalton. I think it was, I think it's just a straight billiard. It's a straight pipe. I think it's billiard. And I just didn't find that it had the same sturdiness and quality to it that this Bulldog shape has. And so I went ahead and bought a second Bulldog. And why would I own two similar, or actually two of the same type of pipes from the same maker and the same line? Just because I really think for the money, they're that good. You can get this pipe for about 40 bucks, 45 bucks with handling. It's a good smoke. It takes a 6mm filter if you're into that sort of thing, and if not, you can just take it out. It smokes fine without it. I have found myself recently using those balsa wood filters from Savinelli. I think they do a good job, especially when you're smoking an aromatic like I'm smoking today, which tends to be a little bit more wet sometimes, and I'm kind of an aggressive wet smoker anyway, so they do well. So what am I smoking in this? Well, what I wanted to talk to you about today is some holiday blends, and as I'm filming this on the Sunday after Thanksgiving and the first Sunday of Advent, I want to express Thanksgiving blessings to all my friends in the United States who celebrated Thanksgiving this past Thursday. To all my Christian brothers and sisters, happy Advent. And for those who are just considering it the Christmas season already, although technically not until Christmas Day and only for 12 days after that, but that's okay. Merry Christmas for everybody else and everything else that's being celebrated. I'm wishing you season's greetings. I don't know, I'm sure I'm missing a lot. Hanukkah will be coming up. I think it might be the 26th of December. There's all kinds of holidays and holy days this time of year, including all my Seinfeld friends. Happy Festivus. So we're going to talk about holiday blends today, and the one I'm smoking for the very first time, I'm not even going to give you first impressions on this because I think it's just too early. I literally cracked this can to make this video. This is Corncob Pipe and a Button Nose by C&D. This is an aromatic set for the holidays, and again, I'm not going to give you much of a first impressions other than to tell you the tin note is really, really enjoyable. Definitely picking up the cocoa and the chocolate scent and aroma in the tin note. I suspect so in the room note as well, but that's a hard thing to judge while you're sitting there smoking it yourself. Let me read you what it says on here, though. It says, a warm mug of cocoa. Goodness gracious, I should have brought my reading glasses. A warm mug of cocoa flecked with marshmallows. Maybe it's flocked with marshmallows. I don't know. It's cold outside. Your pipe's all right. It's looking like it might snow. If bright gold Virginias fulfill your Christmas wish, blend in some reds. It's quite a spread with Burley and Cavendish. A blend for the season, warmed with Christmas cheer, makes our corn cob pipe and a button nose for the best day of the year. Well, okay. I probably blew that little poem just because the print was too small. What? I know I said I wouldn't give you first impressions. Thus far, an enjoyable smoke. Definitely an aromatic. Definitely picking up those cocoa and chocolate notes in the flavor. Not bad. C&D. Some other holiday stuff that I'm looking to try this year. Things that I've actually never smoked, but will be attempting to give a shot to is Hearth & Home's eggnog. I've been back and forth on this one. I haven't cracked it yet. And the thought of an eggnog flavor in pipe tobacco, I don't know, on good days it seems pretty good. On other days it seems almost crazy. But hey, we can get crazy once in a while, that's all right. What else am I going to be trying this season? Some holiday blends. This one, also from C&D, We Three Kings. Now, technically, this should not come until the 12th night. That's just a little joke for the liturgical crowd out there. You know what I'm talking about. C&D's We Three Kings, inspired by the Christmas carol penned in 1857, the first Christmas carol written in the U.S. to achieve widespread popularity. We Three Kings is C&D's 2014 Yuletide tobacco offering and alludes the Magi who traveled to the Nativity bearing exotic spices and treasures. Alludes to, I should say. It's interesting. We Three Kings, you know, again, just for the kind of Bible geeks out there, of course, we know that the Magi weren't necessarily kings, and there weren't necessarily three of them. There were three gifts brought, but the Bible never really tells us how many of those Magi there were. We know Magi is plural, so it's at least two. We know there were three gifts brought, but I don't want to get into a Bible lesson today. So if all of that fails me, I've got my go-to, which I love all year round, but it's McClellan's Holiday Spirit. For me, I don't think you can get a better aromatic. This is a mild, smooth blend, it says, of Burley, Virginia, and Cavendish tobacco, flavored with dark rum, pecan, and cocoa. I've said this before in my review of Holiday Spirit. This one, the tin note is incredible. The flavor is as good as the tin note. The rum note, definitely very pleasing. There's just no doubt about it. You can't always say that with all aromatics and even with all holiday types of blends. In fact, I just want to take it back a couple months, to this holiday blend for Halloween that I found myself buying and learning the hard way that it wasn't worth it. Just didn't like it. I don't know if you guys had any experience with this monster. And we're back. I apologize for that. Ran out of memory on the phone. That's the second video that I've had that happen to me. I had that happen once before. I think what I was telling you at the time that we ran out was, you know, it's easy to fall for the allure of the seasonal sorts of things. I did so this past Halloween. I avoided it the Halloween before and didn't purchase this C&D monster mixture, or curse of the mixture monster as they call it. This is the Hound. I just wasn't all that impressed. The only other, let's see, I showed you the McClellan, which is kind of my go-to all year round anyway. This is just good stuff. The only other holiday I think I wanted to share with you, this I have not yet cracked, and have a few of these, and sooner or later I'm going to try it. What I probably need to do is put this in a jar. This is the Christmas cheer from McClellan. This is a Virginia flake, and since you need about 42 years of letting this stuff sit in a jar before it smooths out. No, I'm just kidding. But honestly, Virginias tend to be a little bit higher maintenance, and they're for folks who are less impulsive with their smoking, I believe anyway, than I am. So Virginias do kind of, they do benefit from cellaring, from sitting in a jar. So I think I hit on everything here. I got my holiday spirit, which is my go-to. This first impression, which I said I wouldn't give, of this corncob pipe. It's not bad. It's a cube cut, which makes it kind of easy, in my opinion, for packing. Just gravity filled. But I don't know, cube cut always kind of throws me off. It's this is really fine cube cut too. Let's see if I can give you a little shot of it. And almost, to me, it kind of reminds me of, let's see if I can, you know what that looks like? Fish food. Like when you're feeding your goldfish. That's kind of what this little cube cut looks like. But the again, the tin note is excellent. The smoke's not bad. It's a little bit, said I wasn't going to give a first impression. First impression is a little bit on the harsh side for me, which I've come to kind of expect from C&D's tobaccos, which is, I don't know. I guess that's maybe why I'm a McClellan fan. So we shall see. I will definitely give this several more smokes before I give any kind of permanent recommendation or avoidance to it. Jury's still out on it, but it's good. It's good this time of the year, I think, to go to a couple of times. Jury kind of decided on this Monster Mash for Halloween. Don't waste your time on that. Really looking forward to trying the other C&D, though, that We Three Kings, and should have a lot of fun smoking all of these holiday blends. And enjoyed making this video, even though I've rambled now for far too long. I should have taken the hint when the camera ran out of memory. But again, shout out to MGVSquared. I'd like for you to go on over to his account, give him a like, subscribe to him, and check him out. I think you're going to enjoy him, and I want to encourage him to start making some more videos. And there's still time if you want to get in on this. He's letting this run through the end of November. That gives you a few more days from the day I'm recording this. And maybe he'll extend it a little bit longer. But at any rate, I'm curious as to what you're smoking for the holidays. Do you have a particular holiday blend that you'd like to share? If so, share it in the comments, or maybe post your own video about what kind of holiday blends you're enjoying. Until we talk again, this is Padre Piper, wishing you and yours God's peace, grace, and blessings. Hey Mark, coffee and a pipe soon. Cafe Du Monde? Let me know, brother. God bless.